About 8 months ago, the jack that I normally take with me to the racetrack and put in the car for things like Drift Week and other drift events died. It actually died during Drift Week. So I've been looking for a jack to replace mine. And I've been using one of like the old Harbor Freight steel ones for now, which is normally what I just, that's the jack that sits in my garage. And it's super heavy, super annoying to lug around to the track. So as I was in Harbor Freight the other day, I noticed they have a new jack that is ultra lightweight and looks like it could be pretty good. So that's what's right here. I've used some of the Harbor Freight lightweight aluminum jacks before, especially like their 1.5 ton ones. But the problem that I ran into with those is they weren't very strong. So like when you jack the car up, and if there's any slight bit of movement in the car, you could see the jack wobbling back and forth. And I had a buddy that actually, his bent like the third time he used it, so it never got all the way back down because the arms were bent and it wouldn't compress all the way. When I first saw this jack, it looked like it's pretty strong. It's not gonna have that same kind of strength issue. So I went ahead and picked one up. The nice thing about this is it only weighs, well, it says it on the, right here, only 36 pounds. So it's really lightweight, pretty much all aluminum. I haven't opened it yet, so let's go ahead and get it out of the box, take a look, and we'll do some testing to see how strong it actually is. We've got our two-piece handle. It's pretty typical. Two-piece handle is pretty typical for most jacks. It's got the pad on it. We got our instructions right on top. And there it is. Yeah, this is pretty light. Everything is greased up pretty good, which is nice. Like there's grease here, there's grease on the jack down here. One of the things that I already noticed that's really nice is a lot of jacks, you'll have a plate right here, which covers all the fill and the adjustment. So like here's your fill screw, and here's your breather screw, and those are two things that you really need access to in a jack to be able to bleed it and refill it full of jack fluid. That's nice and open. Now we just need to undo this strap. Like that. And that's it. What I like about this jack is that everything is aluminum, right? And you've got these spacers here to help add some strength between the pieces. The aluminum is really thick compared to some of the other ones that you see. Put the handle in real quick. Handle's in. The only thing left to do would be to bleed and check fluid level, which is in the owner's manual how to do that. That's what you should do with a brand new jack. We're gonna skip right over that. One of the things that I don't like about it is that there isn't a rubber pad here, but to be honest, I always lose the rubber pad. So I'm not super worried about that. Not for me in my cars anyway. It might matter more to other people. They put a lot of effort into machine work on this to make it look real nice and fancy. It's also super low profile, which is something that I like in a jack because I work on a lot of small cars. That's what most of my vehicles are. I don't really work on trucks very much, so that's really important to me. It also has a rapid pump, so it should be 4.5 from bottom all the way to the top. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and half. There's full extension. That was really easy. So that's what the jack looks like and some of the stuff about it. We're gonna go ahead and do 2 tests. One of them is the roll noise test because there's nothing worse than dragging your jack across the garage and just waking everyone in the house up when you're working on your car at 2 o'clock in the morning, or when you're dragging it through the pits at the racetrack annoying everybody. So we're gonna see how loud it is compared to my 2.5 ton steel jack, and then we're gonna go ahead and jack the car up that I've got sitting outside, and we're gonna move it back and forth and see if there's any kind of strength issues with it. What I'm looking for is something that stays solid, doesn't flex. You know, maybe a little bit of flex is okay, but I really want something that's gonna be nice and solid. I don't have to worry about my safety when I jack the car up and I'm trying to get jack stands under it or change tires real quick or whatever. So now we're gonna do a roll test comparing this 1.5 ton lightweight aluminum jack to a 2.5 ton steel jack. One of the things I wanna point out real quick is the reach of this aluminum jack is pretty much the same as the 2.5 ton steel jack, which is pretty cool. A lot of times when it comes to these lightweight aluminum jacks is they don't have the same amount of reach. They're usually quite a bit narrower. All right, let's listen for the sound difference. We'll start with the aluminum jack. That's pretty quiet. Now we'll do a steel jack. That's a pretty big difference. It's also worth mentioning this is an older jack, so things are a little more worn out, but still the aluminum jack was really, really quiet, probably quieter than this jack has ever been. Now the vehicle test. This is my 1986 Toyota Corolla. This is a car I'm in the middle of doing a resto mod on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jack it up at full height, and then we're gonna shake the car back and forth to see if there's any deflection from the jack. We're now at full height. We're gonna shake the car back and forth and look for deflection. That's really solid. I'm shaking this pretty good. I see a little bit of deflection in it. We're gonna try rocking it the other way. Now we'll drop it back down. One of the nice things about this is it's really easy to control the release on the jack, so you can lower it down as slowly or as fast as you want. So what's the downside of this jack? Well, it's 300 bucks. So if you're looking for an inexpensive lightweight jack, this is not it. So it's a little more expensive than some of the other cheaper ones that are out there, but that's because this is super ultra low profile and it's super lightweight and stronger, has the fancier machining compared to the other lightweight aluminum jacks that Harbor Freight or other similar places offer. Did I make the right purchase? I think so. 300 bucks was worth it to me. I needed a high quality jack that I could take around with me to the racetrack, something that I can rely on, something that's going to be strong and lightweight, and this checks all the boxes for me. I'm pretty happy with it. Obviously, only time will tell how well it actually holds up to the abuse of using it at the racetrack and using it regularly, so I guess we'll see what happens the more I use it.